How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As you know, my name is Shannon and this is Shannon's Garage. Alrighty, so as you can see by the giant mess behind me right now, on today's episode, I am back to work on the E39s. I need to completely strip the white one and get it gone so I can get back in the workshop and work on other cars. And the black one is just about ready for its first start and its first drive in, by the looks of it, about 5 years. So yeah, look, let's get into this today. Let's continue stripping out that white one. I've got to cut rear quarter panels off for the blue one. It's going to be a big day here at Shannon's Garage, so sit back, have a cold one, enjoy this episode. Let's get going. Okay, so off camera, I finished off the rest of this door. As you can see, there is the side mirror, and if we open up the door, there we go. Door trim, everything's back in, everything works, everything's wired up, and that is now good to go. So yeah, that is the end of the E39 door replacement, all done. Now let's get stuck into that white E39 so I can get rid of the thing out of my yard. Oh God, it's bright here. Anyway, so as you can see, the water's in now. It's time to turn this thing over and see if she'll start for the first time in 5 years. Fingers crossed. Let me get this camera set up and we'll go for a first start. All right, well, there you have it. She starts up. She's not idling, but she definitely starts. So that is a big thumbs up, a massive bonus to us because, you know, as you guys remember, I replaced the entire front end on this car. So to have it start up for the first time in 5 years, super, super stoked. I'll get to the bottom of why it's not idling, but for now, absolutely over the moon that this thing runs. I'll continue to troubleshoot and we'll get this thing driving. Okay, so as you can hear behind me, troubleshooting, just bad fuel really. She is running, she's purring. You can hear her now. She's idling absolutely beautifully. So I'm gonna take her for a quick drive down the driveway and back up again. And yeah, we'll see how she runs. Alrighty, she starts, she runs, she drives, she's ready to go back on the road. Not quite yet, but it does start, it does run. She seems to drive all right. She does have a bit of a squealy power steering pump at the moment. Either that or it's one of the belt pulleys is a bit too tight, but she does squeal a little bit from the front end. But as I drove it around the acre, it seemed to get a bit better. So I'll continue to work on that and get that thing sorted out. But for now, let's give this thing a bath. She's absolutely filthy. That engine bay needs a massive degrease. Like, it is horrendous just how dirty this engine bay is. But when you've been parked up for as long as what you have been, she's going to get a bit dirty. So yeah, look, let's get this thing all cleaned up and, you know, put her away, and we'll get back to work on that white one and get that smashed out, and hopefully this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon I'll be able to send it off to the scrapyard. All right, so let me put the camera on time lapse, and we'll give this thing a quick bath. Okie dokie, so there you have it. As you can see behind me, one clean engine bay. All right, so there's not much left to do on this thing now. I've got to get my spray booth all sorted out, so that way I can get in and paint the bonnet and a couple little trim pieces and whatnot for this car. But otherwise, she is now done. So yeah, I think now I'm gonna have to get started on this. And yeah, get that thing out of here, because it's really starting to give me the shits seeing it sitting in the middle of my workshop. I can't get to any of my other cars because that thing is sitting right there. So I really need to get my ass into gear and get that thing done. But for now, I am going to park up the black E39 and yeah, get to work on this white one. So yeah, hate to do it, but I'll put some time lapse on and we'll start getting this thing all torn down and cut up. Okay, so I was going to get to work on the white E39 and get all that stripped out, but my lovely wife just came to me and said, babe, can you please wash my car? So instead of getting to work on that, special treat for you guys, you get to see my wife's 2011 320D. Great little car, gorgeous little E90, sitting on some 20s. She's a good little rig. Great car to drive, hell of a lot of fun. Plenty of torque too, considering it's a diesel, but yeah, so let me get the camera around and we'll give this thing a bath instead of getting to work on the E39. So stay tuned, let's get it going. Well, there she is, look at that. She comes up gorgeous. Platinum bronze metallic is the color. Looks really, really nice in the sun. She's a great looking car. Let me turn the camera around and give you a really good look at it. Okay, everybody, well, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. We've got a fair bit of work done. The E39 is now running and driving, which is absolutely fantastic. We worked it out that it's actually not 5 years. The last time this car was registered was 2014. So that's 7 years. 7 years without running, 7 years without driving. And there she is, she's looking good. I do have to get the spray booth finished off, so that way we can start painting these bits and pieces. E39 needs some bits doing. I've got the two E36s that need painting as well. So, you know, I do have a lot of work coming up, which is all good for the channel because it means I'm going to be busy keeping content coming and flowing for you guys. But, you know, onwards and upwards, keep on working. Please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more content. And if you haven't already, go check me out on Instagram at Shannon's Garage Australia. Yeah, look, I think that's going to be it. So I'll be back up here in the workshop tomorrow to get this thing done. Fingers crossed, unless something else comes up, and then I've got to do that instead. But anyway, yeah, so look, guys, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for new content, and remember, stay cool.